Hi, my name is Lexi, and this is Camille's Country Corner. Today I'm going to be making chicken jalapeno popper sliders. This recipe is going to be a wing it recipe where I was just kind of in the mood for something and now we're making it, which isn't that what all dinners are, so it's gonna be really good. Alright, let's jump into this video. I am going to show you how to break down a chicken today. So we'll time lapse that. I'll kind of go over how I break down a chicken because I never buy chicken in parts. I always buy a whole chicken. And it's something good to learn. Alright, but if you guys have not already, please definitely hit subscribe. Definitely hit that like, and let's hop into this video.
Alright, let's break down this chicken. First I do the thighs. You just cut it around so you don't hit the bones. And then I do the wings. I put a wet paper towel underneath so my cutting board doesn't move. But you're just going around the joints. You don't want to cut the bone because it makes it difficult. And then I do the breast last and separate the chicken tender from the breast itself. Super easy. Alright, so let's get started with the actual recipe. I have my freshly cut chicken breast and I'm covering it with some pepper. We are also going to be putting some salt. This is just coarse kosher salt. And then I am also going to be using some garlic powder. And I'm only going to do one side of this chicken. The rest of my stuff is extremely flavorful, so I didn't feel like I needed to do a lot. And then here I'm just adding a touch of cayenne pepper as well. We're doing a jalapeno popper. We need a little spice in our life. I have an oven set to 350 degrees, and that's going to go in there for 20 minutes. Now let's cut our vegetables that are going to go in this. So I have just one jalapeno, cut off the ends, cut it in half, and then I'm going to julienne, which is just thin strips of the jalapeno. This is going to help for a small dice. Now at this point, if this is something that you are making, this is optional for seeds or no seeds. That's definitely where the heat and flavor come from. I've been having an issue with spicy food recently. I probably should not be eating spicy food because it's been hurting my stomach. But I seem to not be able to get away from it, so I kept the seeds on just one half of the jalapeno and not the other, so it wasn't as spicy. But I feel like that's okay. Look at these seeds. I'm pretty sure these are the jalapenos that my dad grew in his garden that he gave to me during Christmas time. So, homegrown, extra spicy, very delicious. So, we have our little matchsticks here for our julienne, and then we're just going to small dice them. Gather up my jalapenos. If you are afraid of getting spiciness in your eyeballs, I would wear a glove on your hand that you're touching the jalapenos with so you don't risk having jalapeno juices stuck on your hands even though you wash them. Alright, and then I'm just going to throw this into my bowl that you can see off to the right. That is just going to be my medium-sized mixing bowl for all of my ingredients today. So I do not want to cook my onion down. So I'm literally just doing like 1/8 of an onion in this. And you can use any kind of onion that you want. I already had this red onion that has been sitting in my fridge for a while. I'm also going to just julienne or small dice or small matchstick slices on this so that I can dice it a little bit easier. So we're just going to get that going, and that will go into our bowl as well. So today I was looking on Pinterest at slider recipes, and you know what the common theme is for sliders? Buffalo chicken, barbecue, or chicken bacon ranch. At my house, we do not eat pork. My boyfriend does not like buffalo. He likes barbecue, but barbecue is not my favorite. So I feel like this meets the best of both worlds of what we like. Spicy, chicken, cheesy. This is going to be awesome. So let me just finish dicing this onion and we'll move on to the next step. All right, so now I'm going to be adding about 1 to 2 cloves of garlic. If you've watched our videos, 1 clove of garlic is about a teaspoon. So we're just going to add that in there. I use the jarred garlic because it's not garlic season and all the garlic at the store is already sprouting, which makes it bitter. I'm adding some salt, some pepper, some more cayenne, and then some paprika. And the measurements for this is I'm basically just eyeballing everything, but everything is, I would say, like a 1/4 teaspoon of each. This is up to your preference and what you would like to put inside your jalapeno popper slider. And we're going to give this a good mix before we move on to the cream cheese, just so those spices are incorporated. Oh, I also forgot I did add a little bit of basil to this as well, just to round out some of the spicy flavors. So I have a room temperature block of cream cheese that I got at the store today, and I'm only going to be taking half of it. For 6 sliders, I would say I would do less than half, just because it was a little bit overabundant of cream cheese. Each block is about 8 ounces. I would probably do 2 to 3 ounces of cream cheese. But overall, the flavor is nice, but it did feel like it was a little full. You could even melt your cream cheese in the microwave beforehand to make this mixing process a little bit easier, but it works out in the end. Just gotta keep on it, make sure that you're mixing it all together. Have you guys been in the trend on TikTok where people watch videos and they're like, let's stop the video when they add a block of cream cheese? That's how I feel right now. All right, so now I'm going to be adding some regular cheese to this mixture. I have a white sharp cheddar that I'm going to put in here. I'm going to say this is about a 1/4 cup of cheese that I'm adding total for this white cheddar, and then I'm also going to be grabbing another cheese to go in here. Any cheese would work, a regular yellow shredded cheese, Colby, Monterey, even mozzarella, anything would be good. Here's some Parmesan that I'm adding as well, just to add some salty element to this. Jalapeno poppers are always cheesy. We have to make sure that this is cheesy and delicious. So today I am using Hawaiian rolls. These are savory butter flavor. Hawaiian rolls have a whole bunch of different flavors to it, so whatever suits your fancy. So I'm just cutting them in half. I'm only going to do 6 total because 3 each is a perfect portion for my boyfriend and I. All right, I have foil down and the Hawaiian rolls, and I'm just going to put on the mixture that we have created with the cream cheese and the vegetables and seasonings, and we're going to just spread that on as a layer onto the bread. Do you see what I mean though? It definitely is like a thick layer of cream cheese that I have made. I could have used less cream cheese, but that's okay. The more the merrier. And then I'm just going to be taking my chicken. I did slice it. You can do shredded chicken. You can just leave it whole and have 2 chicken breasts on here. But I just sliced it up, and I'm just going to layer this onto 1 single layer of chicken. It's really hot though. It was burning my fingers doing this. I did not wait from it coming out of the oven to doing this next step because I was starting to get hangry and I needed to get going on this. So because my oven is still already preheated to 350, that's what the temperature I'm going to be cooking this at. I also took some slices of white cheddar. I'm just adding that to the top because I cannot have enough cheese. I'm just feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Just need that cheese. Put the top back on. And off camera, I did make a olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and oregano topping, just so the tops of these are delicious and they brown up and have some flavor to it. I'm just using a pastry brush to put that on there. You can do butter as well. That'd be good. And then we're folding this up into a little seal so that we can melt the cheese before we brown the tops without having to risk anything burning. Putting it onto a cookie sheet, and we are going to pop this into the oven. See, cookie sheet, oven, and I cooked this for 20 minutes inside of the oven, again at 350. Alright, and here's what they look like when they are done. They are gooey and delicious looking. I am so excited to try this. Let us try.
Alrighty guys, so this is now done. I have my plate. It's really hot, so I'm just going to use a fork so I can get back to my show and enjoy my dinner. So this was actually really fun to make. Let's get a good bite of a little bit of everything. The ooey gooey cheese, the chicken, the bites of jalapeno, even the onion is coming through. Oh, that is so nice. Once it's cooled down, it's going to be a lot easier for me to eat them, but this is so good. And I'm just serving this with a side of like one of those box pasta sides. So that will complete my dinner today. I hope you guys like this video. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe. Definitely hit our like, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.